how's it going? It's Note Music here today with another tutorial, and today we're going to be learning how to fade audio in Logic Pro X. I'm going to be showing you two ways to do this. The first way is using a fade tool, the second way is with automation. Now, let's dive in. So, let's hear what we have first. So I threw down some chords into two regions here. I want to show you what it sounds like without any fades. Those are the chords. Now, let's start applying some fades to these audio regions. So, when I want to do a fade using the fade tool, I want to make sure I have the fade tool available to me. In order to get it, you're going to go to either your secondary or primary tool selectors here. I like it having it as my secondary, and this one right here is the fade tool. So I'm going to click that and make sure I have it selected. In order to use the secondary tool, you want to hold down Command on your keyboard, and that gives you access to the fade tool. So if I'm just using my primary tool and I hover over the edge of this region here, it shows a bracket. Now, if I hold down Command, which gives me access to my fade tool, it shows this bar with two arrows, okay? So now using this, I'm going to click the edge of this region and I'm going to drag, okay? And this is giving me my fade here, okay? Let's hear what that sounds like, starting from the beginning of this region. You hear the fade? You can also do it to the beginning of this region if you want to do a fade in, okay? Same thing. If you want to do a longer fade, let's, for teaching purposes, do the entire region. Let's hear what that sounds like. Okay, so I faded in that entire region. Now, what can you do with this fade? So holding down this Command tool, if I click up and down in the faded area, I can create a curve to my fade. All right, so you can either make it really steep or more gradual. It gives you the option to do that. Likewise, if I right click in the faded area, I get more options. So I can do a slowdown effect, I can do a fade out, a crossfade, equal power fade. It gives me multiple options here. All right, so those are just some of the options available to you. If I right click in the beginning of this faded region, at the start of a region, it doesn't give me as many options. I can fade in, speed up, remove fades, and so forth. Okay, so that is how you fade audio using the fade tool. I'm going to just delete those fades now that we got that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be doing is learning how to fade using the automation in Logic Pro. How do you do that? Well, really simple. I'm going to get started by clicking A on my keyboard here while I'm in the main arrangement window, and this gives me access to my automation. Okay, so what I want to do in order to fade using automation here, I want to click volume. Okay, so I'm going to go to this this automation parameter and go to volume. Okay. And in order to automate here, I'm going to make it a little easier for myself. I'm going to go to this snap window and I'm going to go to snap automation and I'm going to click active. All right. So see this grayed out bar here? If I click this area now, it creates a parameter for automation. So now if I click anywhere here, just regular clicking using our primary pointer tool, it creates automation points. All right, so I'm just going to move the playhead out of the way so you can see what's going on. Okay, here I have automation points created. Now, if I want to create a fade, I can select one of those automation points. If I want to fade in, drag it all the way down, or however intense I want the fade to be. So if I have it here, the fade isn't going to be as intense. Whereas if I drag it all the way down, it's going to be more gradual fade, more noticeable. All right. Likewise, I can also drag down the end parameter here to create a fade out. So hearing what that sounds like from the beginning, All right, and there you have it. Those are the 2 ways to create a fade in Logic Pro X. If you found this video helpful, please click like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see me do more tutorials, if you have any requests, please mention them in the comments below. Thank you, and as always, take care.